10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is up, Dead on a Sunday?
Cool intro.
Thanks.
I like that intro. I like that. Is that who did that song? I know it flashed really quick.
The song is by Nicholas Santiago of the band Vias for Villains, good friend of mine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right. So, for anybody watching who doesn't know who you are, tell me who you are.
My name is Ross Ryan, and I record music as Dead on a Sunday, and it's kind of in the lines of like dark wave and post punk, and there's a little bit of rock and emo and other stuff in there.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Kyler, what is up, my faithful viewer of always? Right. So, bad computer. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm gonna ask, what is your favorite snack when you're out on tour?
Wow. That's a good one. I really like mango slices, you know.
Ooh,
I know they're really high on sugar, so they're really bad for you. But I do like that. I really like goldfish. Like we'll get like a box of those, like the giant carton.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
like
me up with some goldfish.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll just clean that shit up in no time. So
Absolutely. Oh, question from the comments. Kyler wants to know, what is your favorite scary movie?
I would say that probably the original Nightmare on Elm Street or the original Evil Dead. I think those are both terrifying movies.
I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right. I'll stick with the vein of food here. If you were a salad, what kind of dressing would you be or have?
Ranch. I love ranch.
I do too, but everyone else I've interviewed so far is just like, don't even talk about ranch, or oil and vinegar. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Ranch is very American, but I put that shit on everything. So
I put that shit on everything too. I even, mix it with ketchup half the time with
it's incredible.
Whatever.
It's incredible to do that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. All right. So are you working on anything new right now?
Yeah, I was just working on some stuff before I got on this call, and yeah, I'm working on an album which will be the follow-up to Strange Days, and it's probably about halfway written right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Kyler. Ranch or that stuff that's on the Olive Garden salad, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, some fake ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they put on Olive Garden salad?
I don't know.
Is that a Caesar salad?
No, it's like I don't know. There's a couple of random vegetables in it, so I don't think it's a Caesar.
I haven't been to Olive Garden in a long time, but we used to go there when I was like in high school because you get, bottomless salad and breadsticks, and we just eat the shit out of that stuff.
For sure. All right. What is the most memorable show you've ever played?
Wow. That one's pretty hard. Actually, right now I'm just gonna say the last show we played it's the first time that we've played LA, and it was pretty crazy. The line was around the block. I've never seen that before at my shows, so
that's friggin' cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And that's probably the most I've heard people singing the lyrics back at once. So yeah, that was a good one.
Nice. What's the biggest challenge that you're facing right now as a musician?
I think creating's always a challenge as a musician. Just pushing yourself to do an experiment with different things, not get stuck in patterns and routines, and don't want to end up being like I'm not interested in making the same song and sound over and over again.
No, for sure, and you can definitely see that by listening to all of your work. Like some of your stuff off your first album is just straight up like rock and kind of emo-y, and then once we get to like Damn It, it's much more dark, gothy, wavy, and stuff, and dark wave post punky. You definitely change your sound between different tracks and stuff, and I like that.
Yeah, I just get interested in different things at different times. So
no, for sure, nothing is worse than a musician who just does the same thing over and over for 30 years.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. I know it works for some, like AC/DC's had a great career off playing the same song for however long they've been together. But yeah, I can't finish anything if I'm bored,
I totally understand. I'm the same way. All right. If you could pick one of your songs that you had to play for someone who is potentially going to be a new fan, which song would you pick?
I would probably go with Caroline.
Okay, why?
I think that Caroline embodies a lot of the things that are cool about this project. It's it's dark wave, but it's fast paced. It has some like punk in there. I like the way the vocal sits in it, and I think it has a good hook. And it's an original. I wouldn't pick a cover or anything. So
yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you write like every part of the songs? Have someone else help you with like any of the instrument writing or stuff, or?
I do it all and produce it and mix it. Yeah. Right here in this basement, which I'm soon to be moving out of. There's like, you can see there's not much in here. So I'm moving out in a couple weeks. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, another question from the comments. If you had to pick the lineup for 2 nights and there were 4 bands, which bands would you pick?
4 bands total or 4 bands each night?
I think he means each night. All right, Kyler.
I would put AFI is one of my favorite bands. Typo Negative, and I know that that's impossible because Peter Steele's dead, but
yes,
since this is fictitious, we'll go with Typo
absolutely.
Negative. I'm a huge 9 Inch Nails fan, old 9 Inch Nails, so I'd go with that for sure. Geez, I don't know. Oh, Deftones are amazing live. I love the Deftones. Yeah, incredible. I also love My Chemical Romance live. I know it's a little more on the pop side, but I'm a big My Chem fan. Yeah, geez, I don't know who else I would go with. Trying to think what else I like or would like to see. Killswitch Engage. I always really liked them live. Also always liked In Flames live. Yeah.
Good choices, absolutely.
Yeah.
So while we're on this topic of like bands and music, do you remember like the first time you ever listened to a song and it just like really made you feel something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And I think it was when I mean, weirdly, it was Iron Maiden when I was like in 3rd grade. Yeah, I really got into Iron Maiden, but the way the guitars are and the guitar solos really made me feel something. I started playing guitar by hearing Iron Maiden, so yeah.
Okay. So you've been playing guitar since you were like 13, 14?
It was like 8 or 9, but
wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was my main instrument, and then I just started singing like 2 years ago. So yeah.
Did you do any like big projects before Dead on a Sunday?
Yeah, I was in like I did like an electronic project for a while and toured on that, and it was fairly successful actually, and I just got really bored of it, and I wanted to get back to playing stuff that was just a little more rooted in what my influences were growing up. Yeah, I just electronic music was cool and it's fun, and I like the kind of the darker side of it, but
Okay.
As you know, there's electronic elements in Dead on a Sunday, so
right, for sure.
Yeah.
So what's the reaction like when your TikTok started like really taking off? Because you're kind of huge over there.
Oh, that was pretty surreal. Because I tried a long time for a lot of different things on TikTok. Because I know that TikTok's one of the only places this is an independent project, self-funded. There's no label, there's no manager, there's no team. it's all just me. So I knew
I
that was
understand. I'm doing the same thing.
yeah, and that's the way. I mean, it's a great way to start doing it and build it the way you want it to. And but I knew that was the only place that truly independent artists were getting recognized. And so
Mhm.
I was just trying to post stuff until something worked. And the Bob Belcher thing was I mean, it was a fluke. So I didn't even come up with it. Someone else came up with it. They
Mhm.
commented on my TikTok, said it sounded like Bob Belcher. And then I responded to that comment with a video, and then it started to take off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, of all the things, right? But
Yeah, of all the damn things. That's fucking funny.
but and I get a lot of shit for it. Like I get a lot of haters, like, bro, you're just a meme, and it is a fucking gimmick. I'm like, you know what? You know how hard it is to get recognition in today's world, to get any eyes on your project at all.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how good the music is you're making. If you can't get it seen or heard, no one gives a shit. So
Exactly.
if I got to run with a meme and a gimmick to get people in the door, I'm good with it. So
No, that absolutely.
yeah,
As I like to say, all publicity is good publicity. So
correct. Yeah, it's true.
it is very true. When you're not on tour, are you super involved in like your local music scene? You're out of Milwaukee, right? I think.
Oh, I'm in
Oh
Denver.
no, you're not in Milwaukee.
Mhm.
My other one is.
Yeah, I'm in Denver, and no, I'm
No.
not. I'm very, very disconnected from the music scene here.
Mm,
The local scene here wouldn't really, they wouldn't really give me the time of day or anything until some things started popping. And there's some bands here that I really do like, and I am
mm.
like homied up with. But yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on the scene here. I spend a lot of time by myself, working on music. This project's become very, very time consuming. So.
Gotcha. That
Mhm.
totally makes sense. Kind of sucks though that no one down there would give you the time of day.
Yeah, it was, it took some, booking our own shows, and same thing
Mm,
with this tour that we just announced a tour today, and we're going on tour in the spring and also and in the fall. And I book all that. I don't have an agent.
mhm.
I just, I'm just truly do it yourself type of artist right now, and just trying to get the just prove the project's proof and concept, I guess. So
Gotcha.
mhm.
You said you announced the tour today?
Yeah, we announced some September dates today. I think we announced about a dozen of them.
Hang on. Let
Yeah.
me pull that up right now.
Yeah, a lot of West Coast stuff. And we're announcing some more in October. That's going to be more like East Coast,
Mhm.
South, Midwest.
Now, if you come north and east coast, let me know for sure.
What area are you in?
I'm in Maine.
Oh, you're way up there.
I'm way the hell up there.
Yeah,
There we
wow.
go. Here's that. Here's the tour post so you can kind of read it.
Yep, boom, there it is. The
There it
tarot
is.
card poster.
That's actually a really cool poster. Did you make that?
No, I commissioned a friend of mine to make it, but
Okay.
yeah, I wanted something that looked very tarot.
No, it definitely does. It's beautiful. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have 2 Shiba Inus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kuma and Kitsune. They're really cute. They're upstairs, else I'd pick one up. And then I kind of by adoption, because my girlfriend, who we've been together for a little while now, she
Mhm.
has 2 dogs. So by default now they're kind of my dogs, absorbed because we live together. So
Gotcha. That makes sense.
yeah.
Have you ever had like any really weird fan interactions? Other than sitting here with me.
Oh, all the time. I'm serious, all the time. It gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got any like weird stories?
I tend to not let anything get super weird, or I'm
Mm,
pretty good at avoiding situations. I had at a show we played here in Denver a few months ago. I had this girl who she would not stop. She would not stop crying. She came over and she wanted to hug me at the merch booth, and I was like,
okay.
okay with that. And she was crying a lot, and then she was like crying, saying like her sister. I like my sister, she really wanted to be here, and I'm just so upset about it. And she's crying. I was like, I thought that her sister had died. That's
Right.
what, or was in some kind of state where she was incapacitated. I was like,
Right.
oh shit, I'm so sorry. your sister, I was like, well, tonight we'll just say that tonight's show is dedicated to her. She's like, can you say that in a video so I can send it to her? I'm like, wait a second. I thought she was dead. I didn't say that, but I'm like, I'm really confused. She's
Yeah.
crying a lot. And like, I had to get someone to like kind of peel her off of me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It was weird. She had a lot to drink. So, but yeah, that's like one of the more like bizarre things that maybe has happened at a live show. I get a lot of like really, really, really crazy internet stuff. I got
Really?
this guy who's probably in his 60s. He is convinced he is like got written like some emo songs that are like these massive hits, even though he's not a musician. He's never written a song in his life, and he is constantly like just like bombarding me to like take these songs and make these songs. And what do I know? Maybe they're fucking massive hits and I have no idea. Maybe he's a genius, but
Have
it's
you
just
like actually listened to any of this stuff he said?
no, he's like, I don't have them recorded or anything. It's just like he keeps telling me it's 500-mile-per-hour emo trash. I'm like, what is happening? Like,
What?
yeah. But he's legit. He's probably in his like mid 50s to like early 60s. Yeah,
Okay.
he lives in Florida. He's got a boat. I mean, I know all kinds of stuff about him. So I've been told all kinds of things at this point.
That's weird.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of really crazy stuff and a lot of stuff I just can't respond to, or I've had to block a lot of people just by weird stuff. So
What the hell?
mm-hmm.
I don't understand people, man. I really don't.
Yeah, they're out there.
Is there like a question that you've been asked like a million times and you're sick of it?
No, not really. Maybe who did you vote for? I don't vote, so I hate that question. But yeah, I don't know.
So where did the name Dead on a Sunday come from? How'd you come up with that?
I was in the shower and it was like I think it was like Easter Sunday weekend, and I was just thinking about like. I'm very obsessed with biblical stuff, and not because I'm like religious, but just because I find it very interesting. I love to read about all of that stuff. I've read Revelations out of the Bible like a bunch. I really like that story. I think it's very interesting. But I was just thinking about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and rising from the dead and on a Sunday. And I just thought that I was like, it's kind of a dead on a Sunday, I just thought it was a cool name. And I've heard a lot of people ask me different things. Some people are like, think it's this Solomon Grundy poem, he died on a Saturday, was buried on a Sunday. And then I heard my best one recently, someone hit me up, was like, is this like an ode to Creed? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, Creed lyrics. It should have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head. I was like, no, but that's a good one. Like, that's the most interesting one I've heard in a minute.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like any sort of like interview question you've never been asked and you wish somebody would ask you?
Oh, geez, I don't know, because I've probably been yet to be asked it, so I wouldn't know. But if someone asks it, I'll definitely let them know that that's the best question I've ever been asked.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you tell us more at all about the new album you're working on?
Yeah, it's very different from everything else.
Okay.
That I've done. There is stuff on there that is a lot more it's not really like metal, but kind of metal. And the stuff that is rocks harder. The stuff that is soft is softer. It goes down some different directions. It combines like dark wave synths and vocals with like almost like American Gothic Americana music on certain songs. I have a lot of different vibes.
Right.
And I've experimented with my voice. I think I've got to be a better singer since the first album and since the EP that was recorded a while ago too. And so I've been able to experiment with my voice and get into ranges that I haven't been able to get into before. So I'm a little anxious about it, just how people might receive it. But at the same time, it is something I'm interested in, and I do like where it's headed. So
nice. Do you have an approximate like release season set yet, or?
It'll definitely come out in 2024, and I'm gonna start putting some of it out on on the back half of this year. So
Mm,
I think I'm gonna try to get the first single out. I've written it, and it's actually almost done. I've almost have it mixed. It's called Bloody September. I'm going to put it out at the
mm,
beginning of September or the midway of August. So
nice.
mhm.
We're zipping right through this. I only have one more question left
Oh
for you,
yeah, wow.
but
I
that's
talk fast.
okay. That's okay. Is there anything you want to tell your fans who might be watching or might catch us later?
Hey, thanks for listening to my music and giving it a chance. And if look at the tour dates. If I'm in a city by you, come out because it's gonna be a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else we should talk about?
I don't know. What do you got? We could talk about the zombie like look you've got going on here. It's like
Zombie look.
the kind of yeah, like because my screen's really small, so it kind of like
Gotcha.
looks a little bit like Zombie Zorro. Like it looks cool.
Huh.
It's because you
I
have
never
the
thought of it that way.
yeah, it looks
Yeah,
cool.
my all-time favorite band, their singer for a hot minute was doing like a black stripe across his eyes, so I started doing that, and I added like upside down crosses hanging off it.
Who's that?
Moonspell.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I do a zombie like look kind of
Mm.
when I play live. I do like a dead look.
Yeah, it's a really cool look too.
Yeah, I've been messing around with it. I have some cool stuff for the tour. I'm gonna do a lot of like cosplay. I'm gonna wear like different weird shit on stage. Like one night I might be like a ninja, or I might be the guy from Reno 911 with the dead face. Yeah,
Nice.
I've been like collecting these
Mm,
costumes to wear. So
nice. That's pretty freaking cool.
yeah, it's gotta give something. People like to be entertained.
Yeah, they do. All right. Well, I guess that kind of wraps it up. That was short and sweet and to the point, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I like short and sweet and to the point.
Agreed. All right. Anyone who's out there watching, make sure you don't go too far because at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, I'm going to have Milwaukee band Lockjaw. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And on Monday, I've got Dennis Pauna. Make sure you also don't miss that one. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you get a lot of people. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just getting going, but I'm definitely getting a lot of people. So that's good.
Yeah, I love doing like live stream podcast stuff. I don't do blog interviews. I like stuff like this better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm working on a few blog ones, but I definitely like doing it this way better. It just goes by too fast sometimes. I plan to do these for like 45 minutes and oh shit, it's been 20 minutes. We're done.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it moves pretty quick. Although I did one the other day that was like it lasted forever, but we got
Oh
into
yeah.
talking about like conspiracy theories because I live in Denver and we have the airport out here
Mm.
that's all like super weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it went on for a lot longer than I had anticipated.
But moving at a fast pace is not a bad thing. Means we're, having a good time, right?
For
Instead of
sure.
dragging it on forever.
For
All
sure.
right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you want to hang out for a few after we go off the air, you're welcome to stick around. But until an hour and a half from now, see everyone later.
Drop the bass.